Hi everyone. Today we're going to have a look at how to design the rigging for a small show using Vectorworks Spotlight. So you work at a house venue and there's a small touring band coming through and they've asked that you plan and install a classic three truss system. So a front truss, mid truss and back truss. They're providing all the lights and the equipment that hangs from it. You just have to provide the rigging. You already have your venue model with all the house points and structural beams. So the first thing to do is get the trusses into the model. You may be lucky and the tour provides a CAD plan that you can use, but in most cases, for a smaller production like this, you'll have to deal with it yourself. Your house truss stock is HD34 and activate the distributed mode of the truss tool so you can draw the entire line in one go. Just don't forget to activate automatic numbering before you start drawing. There, now to set the trim height, and that's the back truss finished. The quickest way to do the next two trusses is to use move by points to duplicate them. Both will need to be renamed, so group select the middle truss line and enter the position name, then do the same for the front truss. Position names are useful because anything that's hung from those trusses will take the position name as its location so you know where it is. Next up, we have to plan how the trusses are hung. So we're going to use some hoists. These aren't particularly heavy or a big show, so 800 kilo D8 pluses will be fine. Set the automatic numbering and they'll be ID'd while drawing. On the back truss, hover the mouse over where you want the hoist. Make sure that both the truss and the house point highlight so the hoist is connected to both. And that's the back truss finished. Time to move on to the mid truss, update the numbering and do the same as before. Last up is the front truss. Here it's a bit more complex. The truss doesn't hang neatly under any existing points or beams, so it's bridle time. Before adding the bridles, add the hoists. This time, however, set the high hook height to 10 meters so the bridle has enough clearance to connect. As usual, change the numbering and use the distributed mode to add the hoist since they don't have to connect to a house point. Use two-leg bridles to support the hoists. So set the bridle constraints so the apex height is 10 meters so it matches up with the high hook height of the hoist. Set the automatic numbering and add the bridles. Make sure that the hoist highlights when the mouse hovers over it and you'll see a preview of where the legs are going to connect to. And that's your basic rigging design done. There's a few things that are worth doing before creating the rigging plot and material list though. Check your bridle configurations to make sure they're using parts that you have available. Add some pickup symbols to the hoists so that the crew on site know how you want the trusses picked up. And lastly, set a hoist origin point so on the day you know where to measure from when you're marking out the floor. But once you've finished the rigging design, you need to document it so that your crew can rig the system. Create rigging plots using sheet layers. Reference the hoist origin to help dimension and mark up the plot. Generate lists of equipment you'll need with regular worksheets, specialized bridle and hoist reports. Pre-build your bridles ready for show day with the help of dedicated assembly diagrams. If you require legal sign-off for your rigging plan, run it through Braceworks, and then give the calculation report to the responsible engineer or approved person. If you wish to find out more about Vectorworks Spotlight, our rigging tools, and other features, visit our e-learning portal, the Vectorworks University, or ask the Vectorworks AI assistant.